In today's episode of the Mordheim saga, we follow the witch hunters of Sigmar's judgment as they once more scour its mouldering ruins that they may seize the unholy fragments of the comet that destroyed the city, in order to send them to the proper ecclesial authorities for a correct disposal. Of course, to protect the public welfare, Sigmar be praised. Naturally, there will be a rival warband thwarting their holy duty, but it is one that has been lurking in the shadows, yet unencountered by any of the warbands featured on the channel. We have a new challenger. The witch hunters will, as usual, be played by me, Damo, and the Skaven of Clan Pestilens will be played by Simo, whose Reichlanders are taking a sabbatical for the time being. I guess this is an opportune moment to introduce the new skids on the jock, Blistrot's Plague Pack. These are Skaven, yes, but they are not the assassins of Clan Eshin found in the Mordheim rulebook. Somehow they're filthier. All are armed with what you see, though Simo had the presence of mind and patience to magnetize most of their arms in order that their loadout can easily be swapped out when necessary. Very nice. Being campaign round 2, and this being a fresh warband, we have ruled that each fighter receive 1 point of experience per campaign round in order that they bridge the gap a little with their rivals. Hence why the slightly differing attributes. I mean, it's no fun getting stomped right from the get-go, underdog XP bonus notwithstanding. Well, with the introductions out of the way, on to setup. I've previously sooked about Skaven, their unfair speed, massed sling spam, inflated number cap, cheap fodder, powerful rat ogre. In fact, the gaming group put a straight up ban on Skaven that's only just been lifted now after a 10-year span. You see, no one does hit and run like Clan Eshin in this game. In fact, I hold the group's greatest win streak with 13 back-to-back victories. And that warband, let me tell you, retired at least 3 others single-handedly. That's kinda lame. We couldn't come up with a satisfactory set of rules adjustments to balance them out, but after reviewing Clan Pestilens, we thought that their slightly slower movement speed was just enough to give the rats another go after being in limbo for so long. A decision I hope we won't regret too much. Simo. With the table set up, we now move on to the actual scenario. Hidden treasure. Looks like Sigmar can be generous indeed, as my witch hunters found and made off with quite the haul of goodies when this scenario was last played. Will they be as lucky this time around though? Simo and I take turns selecting the buildings to be marked as potential treasure sites. Then, we split up our warbands into search parties. See, this is exactly the kind of scenario where superior movement speed grants quite the advantage. With all the pieces in their proper places, it's time for the battle to begin. So now that we've got setup out of the way, it is time to roll to see who goes first. So being the witch hunters, I will roll and get a 5.
See how we go.
2. Alright, so I go first. So witch hunters first. I'm going to start with these 2 hounds. There's nothing I could find about animals not being able to search for treasure, so just maybe I'll train them to be treasure sniffers. So because that's a starting building, they don't actually have an opportunity to look for anything. So I'll just get this one to run in right there. I'll make the roll for him in a tick. The other one is going to move 2 and another 10 to there. Okay, so this is the check. I need 2d6, right?
Yep, 2d6 on a 12. It is bound.
Okay, so 2d6 needing a 12. It's not a 12, so moving on. So this gatehouse has been searched and there's nothing in there. So we got these 2 chaps over here that are just gonna run, oh, I don't know, this way, I guess. We got this group over here, just gonna run also past there, like so. And we got the warhounds. These two are just going to run up here. Lucky last. We've got a little wiener over here. And that's it for the witch hunters. Onto the Skaven.
Alright, I'm going to run these ratty boys in here, I reckon. Alright, that's those guys done. I'll roll for one of these rats finding the thingo.
Alright, so this is the roll for the rats to see if there's anything in this building?
Yep.
Nope. So this building has been cleared. There's nothing inside. So we got Skaven moving. And what are the names of these dudes?
It's written on them.
Oh, it's fine, just move them.
I can't remember. These are the initiates. I'm pretty sure it's Grovel and Runt.
Okay.
And so they make the roll technically before they finish movement. Is that right? It's when they enter the building?
Yeah, I guess so. We can look that up.
Basically, they're going to move in there and suss it. And I imagine they have to come into there to be in the building. Is that right?
Well, I would argue even just as soon as you enter that ramp.
Into the ramp? Okay.
Yeah. Because that's,
Cool.
part of the building.
So, no luck. Cool, and that's those two done.
Last group. And that's the Skaven?
That's the Skaven done.
Alrighty. I've got these two lads on the catwalk. They're just going to go ahead and run up and search. So then chances are they won't actually find anything. If they do, that's even better. But they probably won't, which means the other building will guaranteed have it. And then I can get one of my heroes to automatically grab it and yeah, hopefully make off with it. So I'll make the roll now. Rightio, so this is the roll for Wulfhard, who's going to search that central building. Needing a 12. No, it's cocked, but it doesn't matter because you need 2 6s. Which means this building right here is guaranteed to have the treasure. So I'm going to send in one of my heroes here. Okay, so that building searched, and obviously there's nothing in there. So now we have this building, guaranteed to have the treasure. So I'm going to see if Stefan Steiner can make it in there. No, just as I feared, can get to the doorway. Same with Mad Max. That sucks, because I'm going to have to give it to one of my dogs. Son of a bitch. Right, so what I'll do is move these doggies. He picks it up. Actually, I've got to plan this differently. I'll pick it up. And then I guess it's from that moment that he picks it up, he moves it half, right?
Yeah.
So instead of moving another 5, he'll move 2.5, right?
Yeah. Do you do rounding on movement?
I don't think so. The way we've done it is basically whatever it is. And then another one of the dogs will run over and help him with it. As stupid as that is. Yeah, pretty much. So he's got that. So next turn, if they still have it, they'll move at normal speed.
Flash.
Then this one's just going to block the way.
Makes sense.
How's that for well-trained pooches?
Without any advice, without any instruction.
Yep.
Classic. Oh.
Well, I imagine there'd be guys yelling orders.
Oh, yeah,
like it makes no sense, but it's a stupid game. So yeah, these dudes are gonna move forward. Yeah, that's it. But I'm gonna try and cast that spell in the shooting phase. So I think I need a 8+. That's a 9. So yep, I got the spell off. So everyone within 6 or 8, I can't remember. I guess I'll have to look it up. But anyway, he's cast his spell. I've still got a few guys to move though. Alright, so now those two up in the building are gonna start moving towards where the action's about to commence because they can't see anything from up there. So one of them's, gonna go that way. So it's Wolf hard.
The guy comes in behind him, you said?
Yep, just so they're touching bases.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Outstanding.
Yep, and then I've just got 3 more models to move. Okay, so my leader and his mate, Griswold, I believe is his name. Oops, wrong end of the slappy. I'm gonna move and just like lash as fast as I can. As, ostensibly someone whistles that the treasure's over in that building. And then the dog here that's just out of shot will also rush over to join his masters. Okay, so that's it for movement. I got 1 shot. Hopefully it's in range. Yeah, this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot one of your rats, potentially.
Yeah, it's probably a safer bet that they'd be able to hit one of those giant rats in the open there.
So this is Heinz Holt shooting at one of the giant rats, needing a 6 with just basically long range penalty. Nope. And that's it for Witch Hunters. Skaven's turn. So first of all, there is charges to be announced, and Simo has announced that both rats are going to charge the flagellant
both rats
here?
will charge the flagellant.
So if you will, it's obviously in range, don't need to measure. Just did you want me to move them for you?
Yeah, probably easier.
Right, so one like that.
Yeah.
And one next to him like that.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Blinkety plonkety.
Like so. Alright, so we've done some measurement, and one rule that we seemingly always forget is that once you're within 8 of an enemy, you can't run. A seen, spotted enemy.
So yeah, just up to there if you could please, Damo.
Yep. So in that case, these rat men, Skaven duders are just going to move.
Not that guy, just those two.
Like that? Ah.
No, just those two.
Okay, so that one called Blink, I believe, isn't going to move with the other two. He's going to go his own way. So those two are just going to hang back an inch or so.
Yep.
And then you've got who else?
Just to be sure, I'm going to move this guy here, just to make sure he's in range.
Yep.
This guy's going to move around here. This guy's going to move around there. They're all heroes, so they all have slings.
Oh, yeah. I just realised you're probably just going to sling that dog.
Sling him!
Okay, and then we got this big-ass mob of ratmen.
Which unfortunately don't get to do much. That's all the movement.
Alright, so now those rat bastards are gonna let loose with double shots with their stupid, broken, cheap as chips slings. So start with which one first?
Start with Blink. He's the guy that's slightly further down. He's got the darker fur.
So after the short range double shot and movement, it's -2, so they need 6s. So this is Blink. Alright. Next asshole.
This guy, he's got 6+4, is it? Because he's got ballistic skill 2.
Yeah, so it'll be a 6 followed by a 4.
Same deal. Nope. Next guy along, probably also going to miss, because this is ranged combat. That's a nothing.
Sweet.
Yeah. I figured that
You're
was
not
the
Dara,
case.
so...
Yeah, nah.
Nothing. And that's it.
And we do the charging
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
the charges, of course. So
With the ratties.
Okay, so now we're doing the charges from the 2 rats. So their weapon skill what?
2.
And he is weapon skill 4, so they still need a 4+. So first rat.
Oh, they're just...
I guess they're rats,
just
doesn't matter,
roll them,
yeah.
Just get it done.
No,
That's not
both miss.
1 and a 2.
So he fights back.
With like strength 6.
I've got 2 attacks here.
Nice one.
Yeah, strength 6 for the first round.
Yeah. So he's got the strength boost
So I need
already.
3 pluses to hit.
Yep.
So 3+ for Mad Maximilian.
That's one.
I should have said.
Doesn't
I was just
matter.
going to do them both on the same rat.
Oh, okay. Was only one rat anyway, so.
So that's 1 hit.
Yeah. So
And then
we
2+.
did a 2+. There we go.
Only because it's 2+.
Anyway.
And then roll for the rat, see what happens. No, it's just knocked down.
Okay. Push him over.
Easy, and that's it.
Outstanding. Those low rolls are handy sometimes.
Aren't they? Back to the witch hunters, and I have to declare charges. So this gimpy priest, the warrior priest, is going to charge this guy here, like so, trampling over his mate. Stefan Steiner is going to attack the one on the ground. And we got this doggy who's just going to run over here and engage these two bastards right there.
That way they can't get at the treasure doggies. Not
Yep.
that they'd be able to catch them anyway. But
Because he's near the priest, he actually ignores all alone checks. So that's pretty awesome. I don't think anyone else is going to declare charges, so that's it. And just regular movement now. Alright, so the dogs are moving out of the building, and as Simo pointed out, I can't run because they're in sight of enemy within 8 that was shooting at them. Was it within 8?
yeah. Well, if they weren't, then the rat's right next to them through the window.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. You're right. Yeah, so that's what they do. Right, so we got Wolfhard, who's gonna scuttle down this ladder, move his way to the edge here. That's only 3 inches. And then he's gonna make a jump check. So that's a 3-inch drop. So he needs to make 1 check equal to under his initiative. All right, so now for the initiative check. So I need a 3 or less. There's a 3.
Nice.
So that doesn't actually count towards his movement. So he takes the risk and it pays off. So he plops down to there.
Now we can run away.
So are we doing that thing where you can fall up to 2 inches? I thought that was only for diving charges. You know what I'm saying?
It says that specifically for diving
Yeah.
charges. I don't know if it says that for dropping down or jumping.
It doesn't say it in the actual book, so... so that's 3 inches, and he can... I guess run another 4? So what I'm going to do is take a bit of a risk here. Move him to there, so that he is in sight of the Skaven. Before I do that, I'll just move this guy down to here.
Which obviously he can do.
Yep. And he'll take a shot when it's the shooting phase.
Sure.
So then I'm going to move my leader all the way over here with a run. And his mate, Griswold, to there. And it's just the dog. Gonna run to there. Like so. Okay, so shooting phase. Heinz will be the first to take a shot at Blink, needing a 6. Nope. Gunther Guggenheim will take a shot now at Grovel, needing a 6. Nope. I believe that's it for shooting, right? Yeah. Yeah, alright, so now we've got hand-to-hand combat phase. We'll do the charges first. I'll do the dog. The Warhound will charge at...
2 dudes with spears.
Is that his name? Oh, well, so wait, the spear guys go first, because they have spears. Alright, so roll. Weapon skill 2, I'm guessing.
They don't get XP for killing nothing, so that's fine. So weapon skill of 3.
3?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so
Either way, it's going to be a 4+.
4+ to hit with spears.
Yep.
They're both henchmen, so it doesn't matter. Let's roll them together. That's 1 hit.
Yep.
Strength 3. Toughness 3.
3, yeah. So 4+ to wound.
Plus. Hey,
Oh, it's a crit.
5 on the crit table. Let me have a fucking suss.
So that is thrusting weapons crit on a 5 to 6 is kebab. The thrust knocks the target back with titanic force, ripping apart armor and puncturing flesh. The attack ignores armor saves and +2 to injury rolls. And the victim is knocked backwards d6 inches. And the attacker follows, staying in base combat. All other models involved in the combat are separated. See, that's why you should do things one at a time. But the other one missed anyway.
But it maybe depends on which model does it. We'll just roll randomly to see who's...
Yeah, so roll a d6. So we'll say that the one over here, Drip, did the crit. 1 to 3. 4 to 6, it's the other guy. It's the other guy. What's his name? Arse? Bite.
He does like to bite ass.
Alright, so I'll roll to see what happens with the +2. Oh, he's not out of action. Crazy.
Crazy. But he's stunned?
3 is stunned, yeah. So I'll move them. So 4 inches. Alright, so that's 4 inches, which we've measured. So he's stunned. So we'll just place him, I don't know, like that. And it's this guy. Yeah. So moving on. Next up, we've got... well, let's do Stefan charging the downed rat. So toughness 3, strength 3. So I need to just make a roll of 4+ with 2 attacks.
Pretty doable.
In case there's crits involved, I'll do them separately. So this is with the club. Yep, that's a wound. And with the sword, that's a crit. And get that table ready.
Bladed with a 4. Blade Storm. Virtual hail of blows. 2 wounds instead of 1. Armor save separately.
And +2 to wounds, right? So injury.
Nope.
Rather. No?
No, that's sliced, which is 2 wounds and +2. So sliced is the one you're thinking of, which causes 2 wounds. +2 to injury rolls. Okay. And ignores armor saves. So he doesn't have armor, so it's not relevant.
But that is 3 injury rolls you got to make.
3 injury rolls. Come on, low numbers.
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
Okay, so, yep, he's sliced up, and Stefan gets an XP. I think this is his first kill in the game.
Nice.
That's it for charges, I guess.
No, your warrior priest didn't.
Oh, yeah, he did charge as well. You're right.
So he's going to come in and crack that rat in the back.
Yep. And you know what else rules for you? Because of that stupid crit, that rat isn't all alone anymore. Because his mate ran up
Drew.
and, like, pinned that dog to the wall.
Yeah.
And still thrashing around.
He should have taken him out.
I know.
But, well, you do.
So, brother Timotheus. Timmy! Weapon skill 4 now, strength 4. But only 1 attack. I do have a rabbit's foot, but I'm going to save that for re-rolling injury rolls.
Yeah.
Anything else? No. Okay. So 3+. Only 1 attack. That's lame. Hey, it's a hit with a 6. Alright, strength 4. Toughness what?
Toughness 3.
Okay, so that'll be 3+ again. Son of a bitch. I'm going to use the rabbit's foot. You. There we go. It's a wound. So roll on the thingy. I'll tick off the rabbit's foot. So stunned, and then the other guy smashes him. He doesn't get XP because he's just a bodgy. So get this riffraff rat shit out of here. I believe that's the end of the turn because there's nothing else to resolve. Alright, so because he's lost 2 models, he can do a voluntary route. So Simo, being the good sport that he is, isn't going to waste everyone's time because he knows pretty much he can't catch my dogs that are carrying the treasure chest somehow. They're only, like 2 turns away from running away as it is. So GG, thanks for playing. On to the post-game. And so the Skaven's first battle wasn't too rough in the end. Sure, they didn't win, but they didn't get slaughtered either, and in Mordheim that's a victory in itself. Only one of the 2 rats that were knocked out actually carks it. So with that out of the way, on to the advance rolls. Physic, the sorcerer, gains a point in ballistic skill, while Grot the monk gains the resilience skill, meaning double rat sack doses to put this furry fiend down. What am I saying? They probably mainline that junk. What, being clan Pestilens and all? As for the witch hunters, Griswold gains a wound, as in can take another wound before rolling on the injury table. Stefan buffs up and gains a point in strength, while Mad Maximilian increases initiative by a point. Guess this lad ain't got talent, which sucks because I still only have 5 heroes currently. Maybe next time. Once they find a quiet spot, the witch hunters pry open the chest to reveal 11 gold pieces and a sword. Not quite the whole as the previous treasure, but every penny does help. Searching the immediate area for wyrdstone, they find 4 shards, but more importantly, an escaped prisoner. This loose unit is just the type of frothing at the mouth associate they were looking for, and so enlist his aid on the spot. In game terms, once he's appropriately equipped, he joins Mad Maximilian as a fellow flagellant. I dubbed this devil-denouncing duo the Doomsayers. The Skaven do pretty well themselves and scrape together 4 shards, and find a shop that yields an extra 5 gold pieces. Once they contact their fellow clan rats outside of the city, they sell off 3 shards for 55 gold, while the witch hunters, in their own way, sell 5 shards for 70 gold. Once again, the witch hunters sojourn in Sigmar Haven after coughing up the 1 shard entrance fee, and crash out in their quiet and spacious warehouse. Misfortune befalls one of the warband, because of course it does, meaning that Wolfhard misses the next battle due to unspecified, embarrassing and potentially sinful reasons. While the rest of the warband have a snooze, Brother Timotheus hobbles over to the surgeon in order to have his leg mended. He pays the 20 gold, lies down on the operating table and...
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
You said it, Mikey. Sigmar giveth, and Sigmar taketh away. Snake Eyes means that poor Timmy bleeds out and dies. This rotten quack did what the entire Skaven warband couldn't do, and cost me my best hero. Luckily a replacement was at hand. Timotheus' spiritual and blood twin brother, Roderick, and though his spell isn't quite as useful in my opinion, he is there, ready to inherit Timotheus' equipment. Rest in peace, Timmy. Hellman visits the town's best Fletcher and manages to secure a crossbow pistol for the warband, so there's that at least. Simo, not being a glutton for punishment and a wiser man than I, keeps away from the chaos of the settlements and just chills out in the tunnel complexes beneath the city. He finds a replacement for his lost rat, and then some, maxing out his capacity to a total of 5. And so ends another chapter in the Mordheim saga. Thanks for watching this far, and if you really like what you see, please do consider becoming a patron of the channel. Until next time, take care and farewell.